Hi juniors, welcome to the logical operators practice video. You should have found this in logical operators and then the practice video. For this, you'll be using this video to submit the outline, drills, and debug. So let's head over to PyCharm. In PyCharm, for logical operators, there is syntax like any other operator. It starts with the Boolean, then the logical operator, and then another Boolean. Let's just start off with the first one, which is AND. We have two more after that, which is the OR and NOT. But for the AND, both Booleans must be true to output true. Let's see what that looks like. Let's have print, and then true, and true. Now, with this AND, it should be all lowercase. If you have capital, see it's not orange or whatever color it might be on your screen. For me, it's orange, and if it doesn't have that highlighted color, that means it's not reading it as the logical operator. So let's output this. Let's go over here and run. In our little terminal here, we're going to see true. If we change one of those to false, that's going to output false. Now, if they're both false, it's still going to put out false. Both have to be true. It's an AND statement. So true and true. In order for it to output true, they both have to be true. You could store this in variables. So if I have var1 is set to true, and then var2 is set to 3 equals 3, which is also true. And then I print var1 and var2. It should output true. So correct, if I go and change this to something that's false, it's now going to output false. So that is the AND logical operators. All right, for OR, one Boolean must be true to output true. So let's just kind of do the same thing. If I were to print out, let me scrap this so it's not printing them. If I were to print out true or false, since either one, like if one of them is true, it's going to print out true. And that's what it does. Now, if both of them are true, it's still going to put out true since at least one of them is true. I'm pretty sure you get what's going to happen here. If I put in both are false, it's going to make false because neither of them are true. Now let's put in var6, and we're going to set this to 5 is greater than 1, which is true. And then var3, set that to 5 is greater than 6, which is false. Sorry, that's 7. Print var6, and we're going to compare that with the OR, following the proper syntax, and then we're going to have the next Boolean or comparison that we're doing, var3. And that should output true, since at least one is true. And if both are false, again it outputs false. Now for not, it makes everything the opposite. So if I were to print not and then true, it's going to print out false. It's taking the opposite of this Boolean right here. Same thing if I put false, it's going to output true. Now what if I put 3 set is checking if it's equal to 3. Since this is true and it's a not true, that means it's going to output false. If I change it, it's going to be the opposite. It's going to output true. Now you can make this a little bit more complex. If I were to have false, some variable that represents false, and if I were to check if and true, since it's an and statement, this thing right here is going to be false, since both of them must be true. But it's going to take the opposite. So it's going to output true. So just mess around with this, see what it's like, see when you input things with different and or not logical operators, see what happens. These are really fun, and you'll be using them a lot in your projects. So have fun with this, and if you have any questions, feel free to attend student hours. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day.